Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. With me, as always, I got uncircumcised Dick Sciulli. What's up, Sciulli?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
And then sitting next to him, I got my main man, medium-sized Cock Rosado.
What's up?
All right. And then sitting next to me, everyone knows him. He scored 4 touchdowns in one game. Greenfield's finest, Dino DiNardo.
What's up?
Dino's here tonight because Jack's not with us. Jack's back in the hospital. He's actually getting better, though, so he should be back very soon. Anybody wants to send any messages or anything like that, send it to Facebook. We'll make sure Jack gets it and everything like that. Also, thank you to everybody that voted for us on Pittsburgh's Best Podcast. We'll find out sooner. We'll find out October 5th who the winner is. But thank you for everyone who took time to share it, like it, vote. It means a lot to us. Also, we just got a bunch of new merchandise that came out. I don't know if you've seen it. We put it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, on my page, and we put it on our Greenfield's Finest Podcast page. We have a bunch of new stuff, so make sure to check it out. The sale, we're only selling the stuff till September 20th. So the sooner you get it, the sooner you'll get it. So, all right, guys, you ready to jump into this?
Let's do it.
All right, before I thought you guys were going to say something about me celebrating 5 years sober. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations,
buddy.
No, but thanks to everyone that reached out and said that. It was like a major accomplishment. 5 years ago, I was laying in a puddle of my own piss at Altoona Pyramid, and I was ready to leave rehab with this dude who had one eye, and we were gonna go drink Four Locos under a bridge, and the counselor talked me out of it. I think you should stay, and I think I made the right choice. I don't ever know.
Absolutely.
I don't know what ever happened to one eye, but I hope he's probably still wandering around with a cardboard sign somewhere. You know what I mean?
I hope he's listening.
Yeah, he might be. He's very tuned into social media. Dude, it kind of brings up a funny story. I've been to rehab. People were get it the first time. I got the 13th time. But the first time.
Not a bad ratio.
No, 1 out of 13 ain't bad. My dad always told me before he left for the grocery store, never came back. So I'm in rehab. This is 2006, and I'm in there, and I'm I get out of rehab, and I get home, and I got my income tax check, and I'm super pumped, but I'm also ready to get super high because I'm fuck it, I don't want to stay clean. I end up calling Dino. This is so funny. He's on here today. I end up calling Dino, dude,
we're telling this story.
Yeah, we're telling this story. So I'm dude, I gotta. Dino's dude, you gotta go do something. He was and at the time I had no car, no nothing. I just lived in this little apartment in Washington County. Dino's dude, I'll pick you up. We'll go out. We'll go to the casino. And we'll go to the strip club. Mind you, I've been doing drugs for 4 years. Really had no contact with women except for 1 or 2 straggly prostitutes. So I was a little bit nervous about seeing some naked strange. But I was already fuck it, I'll get a gander of some strange. So Dino's we're going to this down to Weirton, West Virginia, and I'm oh, fucking sweet, the shithole of America, He was no, it's decent, dude, it's decent. There's this club down there. It's called the Hurricane Club. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
So we're driving down there, and he's schooling me. I'd never been to I hadn't been to a strip club in so long. And I hadn't had sex in so long, and he's schooling me listen, it's a strip club, but they're prostitutes. So I'm oh. So there's a good chance I can get laid down here. You're saying?
Well, you forgot to tell them that you called me with specific instructions that you wanted to go to a place like this.
Yeah, I did. I left that. I was dude, I need to get some coos. I've been coos.
Don't act like this was my Friday night plan.
No, I was
you were just happened to come along.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm
He was set up for this. Yeah.
I mean,
he was basically if you need coos, I'm your guy. I can direct you. I know where to go.
I was helping
coos.
a friend out. Jeez.
So we're going down there, and I don't know what to expect. The only strip club I'd even been to before that was Club Erotica. Then so I figured it was going to be like that, and it wasn't. Actually, we pulled up to it, and it looked like a fucking abandoned haunted house. The door was swaying back and forth, and there was blinking fluorescent lights, and it just said the Hurricane Club, and it was right next to a police station. That's the weirdest thing ever. It was a whorehouse right next to a police station. So he's like, all right. He's come on, let's
it
go.
wasn't it was a strip club.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. But you go in.
You had to put $1 in the jukebox for them to dance. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no music playing. You had to put $1 in the jukebox or they wouldn't dance.
Well, that's 100% true. And then
1,000% true.
And then the floor, they decided to go with an old school dirt floor. It wasn't
it was the Wild West.
Yeah, it wasn't linoleum or nothing. It was just straight dirt, right?
Didn't the one girl She didn't have an outfit. She just like took her jeans off.
So I'm like, oh fuck.
It's a classy place, is what you're telling me.
So we go
He
in there.
asked for it.
I did ask for it, and to be honest, like I went there once, and I went there more than that too. 'Cause we had but
So I set you up in a nice place.
so we go in there.
You're welcome.
And I am, and thank you. And then this chick's dancing, and she's like obviously pregnant, like maybe like second, maybe third trimester. And there's a dude on a rascal just flinging cigarettes at her, screaming out, "Let me see that asshole!" Like, let me see that asshole. I'm like, this place is fucking nuts, dude. Like, she's ready to give birth right now, picking up these fucking old wet Newports off the fucking floor. I'm like, what's going on here? He's like, dude, just come over here and get a Red Bull. So we like sit down at the bar, watch a pregnant girl show her asshole. It was disgusting, dude. You know what I mean? It just wasn't a nice ass. I've seen a ton of, I've seen one or two assholes.
It was all dark and hairy.
I don't know. The whole place was dark and hairy.
You told me she had an Audi.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, dude. It was like it was like
An
talking,
Audi butthole.
Like it was trying
balloon nut.
Like it was trying to blow a bubble. So she ends up like she's showing her asshole, whatever. Old dude on Rascal's happy. Dino's like,
Asshole rascal.
yeah. So the dude's like, Dino's sitting there telling me what's about to go down. He's like, listen. Give this chick talk to this chick. She's gonna take you in this closet and she's gonna blow you for $50. So I'm like, okay. The chick that actually came over like wasn't as bad as like the pregnant. Like she actually wasn't that.
I picked the best one out there for you, buddy.
Yeah, it's Stab Wound Stacy, and it was weird because she like we ended up like running into her in Pittsburgh. It's a crazy story, but she Stab Wound Stacy like because we call her that because she had a little stab wound. You know what I mean? And Dino was like, yeah, Stacy, little stab wound Stacy. I'm like, all right, cool. So, that's a treat for our fans. So we end up, I go in this closet. She does her thing.
Walk off his podcast.
She does her thing, but like hanging up, like I'm in like a coat room, and there's like motherfuckers reaching in there trying to get their Carhartts out of there while I'm trying to get my peep sucked. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what's going on? There's just like weird hands coming everywhere, and like some dude just started fingering her. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So she ends up like, you know what I mean? We end up like, going the distance. And then I leave there and I'm fucking ecstatic because it's been so long. You know what I mean? So we get in the car. I'm all pumped. Dino's like, how was it? I'm like, it's great, dude. I didn't get pussy in a minute. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought you were just getting your dick sucked. I'm like, no, dude, she must be into me. She let me cap that ass. He's like, oh my God, dude, there ain't enough condoms in this whole fucking state for me to fuck one of these broads. And my fucking jaw just dropped. Like, no one told me. I just got rehab. What are you talking about? Condoms, dude? He's like, oh my God, dude, your fucking dick is going to fall off. So, like, my dick never, like, I was never known as the guy whose dick was going to fall off. So I was fucking nervous. So Dino's like, dude, we'll get you to the Mountaineer, dude. So we're flying to the Mountaineer. Dino's doing like, it felt like he was doing like 10 miles an hour, but he was really doing like 110. So we get there, and these fucking sinks at the Mountaineer are like super high. Like, even for like Dino, I think it would have been high. Like, it was almost up to my chest.
Yeah, they're pretty high sinks, I remember.
Yeah, so like, I couldn't wash my dick off in the sink 'cause I couldn't even reach it. So I'm like trying to like splash water on myself, and I'm fucking soaking wet like halfway through the dick washing. And Dino's like, you fucking moron. And comes over and just like picks me up underneath my armpits like a fucking 3-year-old trying to piss down at Heinz Field trough. You know what I mean? And like, dude, I'm just like washing my dick, and this fucking dude comes in, this valet driver, and he like looks and like puts his arms up, and Dino like looks at him like, yeah, dude, my boy just got out of rehab. He fucked some hooker without a condom. He's got to wash his dick off. And the dude gave him a look like, okay, no problem. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He was like,
I
my
must
man.
have seen that before.
Oh, dude, but that was like, I always wanted to tell that story with you here. That was like made extra special.
That's what true friends will do.
I know.
True friend. I'll pick you up so you can wash your dick off.
And he like held me like, your dick's not gonna fall off, buddy. You know what I
It's
mean?
gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
That valet guy probably was like, where'd you guys come from, the hurricane?
Yeah, he's like, my dad's son. Did you see him? He's on a rascal. He takes like 3 or 4 packs of squares down there and he just likes to look at assholes all day.
He's flinging Pall Malls.
Yeah, no, they were new posts.
Oh.
So, dude, fucking, I don't know if most of our listeners probably seen this. If you haven't seen it, we're going to be posting it tonight on our Facebook page. The fucking Joe Biden heckling. might have been the funniest thing I was. Obviously, we're not a political podcast. We don't take sides. But this Joe Biden getting Pittsburgh accent heckled might have been the funniest thing I've ever seen. So, like, Rosado, you've seen the video. I seen the video. Like, do your interpretation of it.
Dude, it was the perfect heckling because there really wasn't that many people there. And Joe got out of the thing and, like, clear as day and, like, perfect Hazelwood, Pittsburgh East. He's like, hey, Joe, you just get out of your basement. He just started going on and on to the
he's like, what? He's like, Joe, what are you doing by fracking? Like, what's going on with fracking? You know what I mean? What are you doing? And then, like, Joe's like, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. I'm like, all right, at least he had some sort of a comeback for it, but like,
but no one knew that he was on a truck either. If he, like,
yeah,
you can't like see that.
Right.
So Biden just looks like an idiot, just telling someone not to jump. Like, was he on a bridge about to take his life?
There was just so few people there that like it was just so clear.
Yeah, you could hear it clear as day. Like you didn't even hear birds chirping. You just heard like,
and of course somebody knows who the dude is.
Yeah,
which makes it even better.
Way better.
Then he handed some pizzas to good old D Wood.
D Wood.
Yeah, he like went to Minio's, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know, that was pretty funny. I used to work at Minio's. I was like, I wish you went to Alio's. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But yeah, Alio's is my spot. But I don't know. It was just like
we love them both.
It made national headlines. A Pittsburgh heckler made national headlines. So I'm more proud of that. You know,
absolutely. I mean, it's just like a weird.
Makes the city proud.
Who does his like we're gonna take you to the fire station in Hazelwood and you're gonna deliver pizzas, and like no one like has that place secure. Like you just got a dude in a pickup truck screaming random shit. Like no one's like, hey, maybe that guy in the pickup truck might cause us some problems.
Right.
Should someone go ask that guy what he's doing?
Yeah.
Maybe we should extend the
Dude,
barrier.
definitely a firefighter had to let him know that like, dude, Biden's coming down there to bring pizza because he was like sitting there waiting. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He probably had a Joe Biden T-shirt on. Like, oh, great, some support. Then as soon as Biden got there, he ripped it off and said, Trump 2020. Hey, but Joe, when'd you get out of your basement?
He's like, thanks for coming on, pal. Coming down Hazelwood.
Oh, dude. But that was fucking great.
He was eating the pizza that he brought, though.
Yeah, he asked for a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
He said videos is bomb.
Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! Thank you, sir.
He gave the pizza to D Wood, right? That's like D Wood's claim to fame now, right? D Wood met the vice
I've
president.
seen D Wood, yeah. He's famous now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're in the market looking to rent an apartment in Southside, 91 Brosville, 2-bedroom, 2-bath for only $1,400 through Carson Real Estate. Call 412-431-1718. If you tell them that Z-Bird sent you, they're going to completely waive the application fee. That means it doesn't cost you nothing to put your application in. That's 412-431-1718. Carson Real Estate. Give them a call and check out the apartment. Have a great day. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We found a couple funny finds this week on the internet. The first one's this post from Barstool Sports. It says this sheep with humongous nuts just sold for $500,000. We're posting the picture on the video. This sheep might have the biggest nuts I've ever seen.
They're enormous.
Look at these nuts.
I seen them. I seen
They're huge.
They said that what's it? The sheep. He said it's like the perfect specimen.
It looked
So-
like he had two
So they buy
papayas.
them to like stud out.
Oh, really?
They're real into their sheep, I guess, in Scotland.
Oh, he's fucking the shit
So
out
like,
of
dude,
those.
yeah. So he studs out, and before he dies, they get all the sperm they can out of him and save it to like,
Dude, he
just
might have to-
produce all these like
Studs.
So
perfect
that's-
perfect
Studs,
sheep.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the perfect sheep right
That's
there.
the perfect sheep.
He
if
has
you
the
ever want to
best
know what it
life,
looks like.
dude.
And
He's
he's
getting
a-
jerked off 24 hours a day for his specimen.
Yeah, but who's jerking them off?
He's
Doesn't
banging,
matter. Doesn't
he's
matter.
banging other sheep nonstop, and then when he gets a little bit older, they
Oh,
gotta
they're
start.
jarring some.
Yeah,
They're
it'd be like
definitely
us
jarring.
that turn like 40, and they're like, we just gotta jerk you off and
Jerk
get
you
this perfect sperm out of you.
They jerked
until
him
you
off
die.
to death.
Dude, did you dudes? This is weird. We're talking about jerking off, but did you dudes ever see that movie Abducted in Plain Sight?
No.
It's a creepy Netflix movie. It's like a true story. This girl, like, she literally gets kidnapped while this creep moves in with her family. They let him live there, and then like they ends up like taking her, and the parents like let all this go on. But the one part of the movie, it's like so fucked up, is the dad's like sitting there crying. He was like, I should have known something was wrong with him. The one day he pulled up and he said, let's go for a drive, and I went. And then next thing we know, we got to a ball field, and he pulled his pants down. He said, I need some relief. And then he grabbed my hand and put it on him, and then, I cheated on my wife. I'm like, wait a minute. You jerked this dude off, and it was an accident? Like, no, it wasn't, cuz my lady then, like, freaked out. Like, is this what dudes do? Like, no dudes. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're gay, like, yeah, you do it. But, like, normal dudes growing up, like, they're not going around jacking each other off. This dude was in, like, his 40s. I was like, this is the creepiest fucking
Wait,
thing
you
ever.
guys never jacked anybody off?
I've known you guys my whole life, and none of you's ever jerked me off.
I might have walked in on Dino jerking off once, but I mean,
I
that was it.
told you not to come up to the
I didn't think you'd really be doing it. Dino.
I tried warning you.
That was the funniest story ever. Zono said he just, like, came in and he was like, yeah, I
Dino,
Growing
who
up in a Donardo house, you didn't have a lot of free time where no one was home.
Right.
So, like, you got to take advantage of it. When you did, I told Rosati he's going to pick me up.
Dude.
I said, dude,
Dino,
we finished business.
he did
I
say that.
I
He did.
He
Dino
comes up,
ran
the door
late
knocks
every.
on the door. I'm
He
like,
ran
okay.
late. No. You ran late every time. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I'm always
like,
late.
if you're jerking off, so like, I walk up to the door is wide open, and you're sitting there like nutting in your hand with this. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, maybe if you're ever on time, this would never happen.
I
Dude,
told you what I was doing.
But in his defense, he had 3 other brothers, and like, dude, there was no VCR time. And I know if any
Right in
dudes,
the living room, you had to. That's where you did it.
yeah, then the tissues would go under the couch.
There wasn't even a couch. It was a politician.
T-Bar, you lived there too, so you were one of the other ones.
Hey, there was 5 of us there jerking off.
You God knows Carla was in the other room going ham.
April, May, June.
April, May, June, dude.
Dude, I was going through like a bunch of old stuff in my garage this weekend because I'm like trying to clear it out because it's just like a storage unit, and I found like all my old Playboys and like Penthouse and stuff.
wow.
Do you throw them away?
That's a lot of memories.
I don't think they sell like.
No, you know what
there
they
ain't, like,
say.
pictures
That's
in
the,
Playboys no more.
I mean,
is
I have
there?
a little bit of nostalgia to them. No, not like the way this used to be.
Yeah.
These were like mid
Penthouse is like-
'90s.
yeah,
are they
Penthouse
mint
is like-
condition?
They're pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, don't throw it.
a couple sticky pages.
It's like a baseball card.
Everyone-
Dude, them Penthouses were pretty major.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty.
I have
they're
the
pretty
Andrew
graphic.
Cole.
Yeah,
They're graphic.
I got the Anna Nicole
Playboy
Smith
was
Penthouse.
kind of like the classier one.
It was
They
a
don't
little-
even sell,
yeah.
like they don't even do they sell Playboys anymore, or
They don't have pictures.
They don't have.
Yeah,
It's
pictures.
weird. Like
Articles were always good.
the articles were good.
But you wanted to see a naked chick every once in a
We
while.
wanted everything.
When I'm 12, I'm not reading the article. I'll
Listen,
tell you
who
that.
went through their fucking like snuck through like someone's clothes to find a Playboy and then looked at the article?
But after you looked at it so many times, there's only so many things you could do to it, so you start reading the article.
Right.
At the Donato house, there was only a couple Playboys around, so we
Dude,
read them
that's how it got
things
into
from front to
politics.
back.
Right.
I knew all the articles.
The best was the Playboy's book of lingerie because it was a picture on every.
Oh, yeah.
Money.
You had a couple months worth of material right there.
First time I
Yeah.
ever got a Playboy, your dad gave me a subscription for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, for like a year, dude.
How
Frank
old were
Denardo
you?
How old
sent
were
me-
you?
I had to be like 16, 17.
My dad
It
gave
said
you.
from Frank Denardo.
Really?
Frank's the man, dude. You
Frank was
know,
a legend. He still is.
he still is, dude. That's a major move. Like, listen, Ant, I seen you over my house all stressed out the other day.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
dude.
girls that don't like you so much. So Playboy. You fucking
cheer
creep.
you
They've
up.
done wonders for Carlo.
They sure did.
Cardiac, stay away from my magazines, dude.
The great Gambino couldn't even get a piece of gum off him either.
But dude, we got our we're gonna jump into corn dick of the week, and the corn dick of the week this week is Pat Narduzzi. And then, like, if you don't know what happened, I'm gonna let like Rosado, he tells it better than I do. But like, explain exactly what he did to his former offensive coordinator.
I think he was like talking to a group of like coaches and trying to explain to them like the ins and outs of being. I think that's what he was talking, but he like shredded Matt Canada, who was like a O coordinator for him, who was making $1 million a year, quit for Pitt and went to LSU to make $1.5 million a year.
Which is a good move.
And he was like, I'm not going to name his name, but he went to LSU, made 1.5, and you got to tell you, he was like, to be honest, he wasn't even that good. Then he got fired, which Matt Canada is, I think, is working for the Steelers right now.
He's,
And then, so that's like a major dick move.
That's the same building.
They're in the same They're in the same building, but like the fucking reporter asked him today, like, dude, like, what's up with you saying that about Matt Canada? He's like, no, I don't want him to take it the wrong way. You guys twist shit around and take it out of context. Like, no, dude, you said basically he wasn't that good, and he shouldn't have left here.
because he would have been a head.
He would have been a head coach if he stayed here with me under my tutelage. Instead, he like went for more money, and he
now he's
wasn't
in
even
the
that good.
NFL. What an
It's just-
idiot.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's just a hater move.
Yeah.
Such a
Hey.
hater move.
Yeah, the thing with that is like for leaving for the 1.5 million, that right there is an easy. But obviously Narduzzi's an asshole,
It's
so
a
he got
33% pay increase.
right. He got away from Narduzzi
For a bigger program.
Right. Got to play like the coach at LSU, regardless if he got fired or not. Still fucking Pitt doesn't even compare anything to LSU football.
Not
man.
even
Not-
close.
yeah, nowhere near.
Right.
But then it was a
That was.
stepping
I would
stone
have
to
took a pay
NFL.
cut
Right.
Right.
to go to LSU over Pitt as a coach.
And then he still landed on his feet. He acted like this dude was like out of football because he left him.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he wanted to make it be like.
Yeah, but right.
You'll never be better than.
But right, they
I'm
definitely
always
going
a
to
step
run into
above
each
you.
other at the
Oh, yeah,
south side.
Their offices are probably next door to
With
each
their
other.
throwing
you know?
hands. Who you think will win?
I've never seen what Matt Canada looked like.
Well, I mean, I'll find out right now. I got my money on.
I got
Canada.
my money on Canada.
'Cause just from the, I don't even have to look at the picture because Narduzzi's such a pussy. He made a comment like that, and then he backed down. He got punked. Like
you got to know, like everybody's recording you right, now.
Right.
Like it's going to get out, and then to act like your words go, like your
And I
words
love
going to get
Pitt.
twisted.
I love Pitt.
No,
dude.
listen,
You
you,
know
either,
I love Pitt.
you either talk
Yeah.
shit or you don't. Like you can't get caught talking shit. Like no, I didn't. You guys took it out of context. Like no, you said fuck you, and now you're trying.
You're
to
like
say you
he
didn't
wasn't
say
even
fuck
that good,
you.
and he got paid all that money.
You know what I mean?
That's
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 a
I feel like
hater.
congratulating people. When
Right.
They move
Exactly.
along.
that makes you a major corn dick.
that's I think.
Absolutely, corn dick.
Yeah, I hate a hater. You know what I
I
mean?
hate a hater.
I hate a hater.
That should be on a T-shirt.
Fuck all them haters as long as my bitches love me.
They do.
As Lil Wayne said. So, but yeah, moving on from Corn Dick of the Week, fuck you, Pat Narduzzi. In our Brother in Arms this week, what it is, it was like a relationship thing on Reddit. It was like a 21-year-old male and an 18-year-old female. This dude always wanted to be a physical therapist, and he like started going into, I wanted to see people achieve their goals and their dreams, and he always wanted to be part of it, and like just sounded like a good dude. His 18-year-old girlfriend said, if you go and do this, we're done. And the dude's like, I always wanted to be a physical therapist, but I really love this girl. I don't know what I should do. And I'm like, dude, I mean, that's like a fucking no-brainer. You're 21 years old. Like, go be a physical therapist. If she's 18 years old and doesn't want to see you achieve your dreams, it's not because, like, it's something to do with you. It's something to do with her.
Right. She's worried you're going to be like massaging like that's obviously a jealousy issue.
Absolutely.
Because what are the odds? If you're 21, she's 18. What the fuck are the odds you guys are gonna like make it?
But he doesn't. But when you're 21, you don't think like that.
Yeah.
When you're
Fuck
20
that. Go be a massage therapist. Touch all kind of hot older chicks. You know, you could be on one of those pornos one day.
No, but I'm saying like in all like back to the real world. Like if you if you like really want to do this, you know what I mean? Like that's really your dreams, and like that's the one thing that's holding you back. Like people were commenting like, you know, you got to talk it out with her, and I get that part. But like, dude, if she's not bending or like, okay, I understand. Like I think that's fucking bullshit. Dino, you're like super into fitness. I know you're like training people and stuff like that. Like, what if you got that element in your life? Like you met someone, how would you deal with that? Like if someone's like, I don't want you doing this, Dino.
Obviously, it's the insecurities about them. If they're not
Right.
gonna like listen even to a little bit and like not like this is who I am. So if it happened to me right now, this kid's like trying to start, so she's like trying to prevent him from starting since he's like not already that. I'm already what I am. So like if I meet somebody like accept me for who I am, you know, I'm also a lot older too.
Yeah.
But like if I was that age, I understand. Like he's like thinks he's in love and she's the only girl, and he's gonna, you know,
Right.
be sick if he loses her. So he's actually thinking about it.
I think that's the most fucked up part because it's like a maturity thing too. Like this dude is like he has a goal in life. He knows what he wants to do.
yeah.
Like that's like something that a lot of people like.
Relationships are supposed to be supporting each other.
Right,
goals
like
and
if it's
dreams.
but like at at 21,
At this age, they're
at
not-
21, like I still don't know what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
No.
He
But I
has
mean,
a
he
goal
has
in
a goal,
mind.
he has a vision, and like over your jealousy, you're gonna like, send this dude in maybe like a wrong direction.
No, if someone like us talks to him, we'll tell him, you know, all this.
Yeah.
And that's why he's our brother in arms. Because like I've seen so many weird comments on this about like people like getting on the dude. Like, did you ever think about her? Like, you know, it's not. It obviously don't sound like the guy's like trying to bash her, diss her, or anything like that. Like the dude's 21. This is going to be his career path. Like, help him pursue it, or like let him go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like but it is hard when you're 21 years old. Like you're not thinking like you think when you're 38.
Right,
It's not that easy to say, "Oh fuck it, I don't want nothing to do."
Yeah,
This
you
dude
think
might
your world's over.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like
You don't realize in
Yeah,
like
you
10
break up with your
years,
college
it's like
girlfriend. Yeah, you
it's
thought
that-
the world was over.
Right.
Yeah.
Even like That's what I mean. Like, what's her issue? Is the issue of like him like probably touching other girls, or like she don't think he's gonna make enough money from this?
No, the issue's the other girls.
100%.
Absolutely.
Because people started asking him like what he did now and things like that, and he's in school.
So he's like, I'm stretching
The story
groins
said
out
that,
of
yeah, she
20-year-old
doesn't even
girls.
like girls talking to him
Right.
right now and stuff like that. So it's more than just this.
yeah.
It's like, there was
sounds
more
like
to the
this
story.
could turn into a
There was
fatal
more to the
Yeah,
story.
distraction.
that, like you said
Yeah.
at the start, that's her insecurities just
Yeah.
showing through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so like if you're out there, like, because we do have a lot of women listeners, thank you for listening. And like, it's important to support your man if he wants to like do something like start a podcast with his friends. You know what I mean? Nah, I
Needs all
gotta
the
say,
support.
my girlfriend's she's the best with that. So
You
like,
think we want to leave every Tuesday, leave our families and girlfriends? No.
No way.
Yeah, I want to come
Sacrifice.
hang out with you guys. No way.
This
No.
isn't fun.
no days off? You know what I mean? No day. I work all day and then I come here and work at night. So it's like
That's
just trying to get us to that next
5
level,
days
baby.
a week.
You're welcome.
Want a little fun with
That's
his
right.
friends.
That's
Yeah.
right. So, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for all the support we've received from Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but there's also other podcasts out there, too. One that we'd like to let you know about, Inquisitive Minds. If you're into things of the occult, Bigfoot, spaceships, aliens, anything to deal with conspiracy theories, anything to do with the circus, all types of weird stuff, please check out Inquisitive Minds Podcast. It's very interesting. It's ran by a local guy named Johnny Smith. You can find Inquisitive Minds Podcast on all the same platforms you find Greenfield's Finest Podcast. So if you're looking for something different, please check out Inquisitive Minds Podcast. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? When Greenfield's Finest Podcast crew orders pizza, we only go to one place, and that's Capizzuto's Pizza, located at 505 Greenfield Avenue. Phone number 412-521-6570. Best pizza in Greenfield by far. Check them out. If you're having lawn problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and the grub ain't one. It's 2020. Time to get your motherfucking lawn right. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. You best call Rosato and Sons. 412-521-9045. 412-521-9045. And get your motherfucking lawn right. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to bring your favorite segment, Gear Grinders, today, and it's brought to you by Manscaped. Next week, we'll be doing our first official commercial for Manscaped. But right now, if you go on to Manscaped and type in code GFP, you receive 20% off all orders. But next week, we'll be doing our first official commercial for Manscaped. But that's who's going to be bringing your Gear Grinders every week. Rosado, what do you got for us?
My gear grinder goes with Yogi Goodell, a.k.a. Paul Nypist. Thinks he can grade my fantasy football team.
Oh, I didn't even see my grade.
Like he's Mel Kiper, and he knows what he's talking about. Goes ahead and gives me a D+.
A D plus.
A D+.
He usually D
Gives
plus.
himself like a B+.
Yeah.
I just don't know who made him the judge of all fantasy
We've
football
been
teams.
letting him do this to us for the last
I know. I just
15
like him to do it
years.
so I can get mad at him.
I
Really.
know. It's so fun.
But the best
I
part,
do get mad at him.
What was my grade? Because I left. I had to leave for
C,
work.
you got a C.
I got a C.
Yeah.
Everybody got a
Piece
C. I
of
got a
shit.
C. You got a C. He got a C.
I got a C plus.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
What did he get?
Well, how would you
B
pay him?
minus.
B. What did
He gave himself a straight B.
A straight B.
What did Andy Tenney get?
B plus, probably.
Andy Tenney always goes
I
drafts
can't,
the best teams.
I can't see. Sciulli got a C. Dino got a C. I got a D+. Burns got a C+. And
He got a B.
Z-Bird got a B-.
B minus.
So Yogi gave him. So Yogi has the best grades of all the ones I could see.
Every year he does.
Hated it.
Every year. You know what? It's a good sign that he gave me a D+, because every time he gave me a good grade, my team stunk.
Yeah, good.
So thanks, Paul, for the D+.
Yeah,
Idiot.
that's good. That's good juju there.
But dude, like we did have a good time at the draft. Like that's honestly my favorite part of the football season is the draft.
100%.
The fantasy draft. Like dudes getting together, dudes just screaming out random names.
Burns. Every time
you can
screams out random names.
Tariq Cohen didn't go to like the 56th round because he yelled his name out. Everybody thought he was gone.
And he was like, "Thanks for your donation." And I think the Rosado Gronk pick was like that started getting the heckling rolling. You know what I mean?
He's the best when he says thank
I
you,
don't
donation.
I don't think the Gronk pick's actually a bad pick, but I just think when you pull,
Gronk's the man.
yeah, Gronk's the man. He gets a ton of coups, but like hopefully he gets a ton of catches.
He's
but
all on that CBD. He's mellowed out. I don't know.
Good for him.
He's probably on more than CBD.
He got that Coos cruise with his brothers every year.
Does he?
Yeah, him and his
Cruise,
brothers.
cruise.
Yeah. You never heard of that?
I'd like to go to
Dude,
that.
the Gronk brothers are all like big goofy meatheads.
Yeah, they're big goofs.
And they go on a fucking cruise where it's just prostitutes and cocaine.
I didn't know they did that. I knew they were goofs.
All right, maybe not cocaine, but just prostitutes. In my mind, I'm like, this.
What would it be if it was Sciulli's cruise?
Be prostitute and cocaine.
These dudes are doing testosterone and cocaine. I mean, prostitutes.
Shully's like it's like told you it's like lifelong dream, like right there, and put
A boat
Gronk's name
Wait
on
till,
it.
hey, wait till this
Cruise
fucking
cruise.
hits the mainstream.
The Coos Cruise. I never heard of the
No,
Coos
he
Cruise.
just- Shully just made that was great though, dude.
Yeah.
Shully- that was like you envisioning your fucking life coming true.
I thought we were fucking winning the CP motherfucking #1 podcast, and we were just gonna blow up from here, dude. I already got it named.
We're gonna take over the Gateway Clipper and call it the Coos Cruise.
Gronk's invited.
Yeah, Gronk's gonna be the fucking captain.
That's
of
what
the
helps
He's
me win
number
this
one
championship.
invite.
good
Yeah.
ship lollipop. Dude, Shully, what's grinding your gears this week?
So it's funny you brought up the good ship lollipop and stuff. So my gear grinder is like, I like to spend a little time on the river. I'm not a huge boating guy, but I like to go out there. But the people that like the river people are a different breed. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
do you mean, like the people out every day?
yeah, dude. Like I'll go down there and they're like, oh yeah, man. Like they have Salt Life like fucking stickers on the car, like river. Cause you're on the Monongahela in a pontoon boat. What are you talking about, Salt Life, dude? What the fuck do you mean? Dude?
I love that.
You know what I mean? Like you're fishing for carp next to a steel mill, and you're talking about Salt Life, dude. Get
Next
the
to,
fuck
next
out
to
of
3
here.
Mile Island.
Yeah, right. Like, dude, Salt Life. You better get the fuck out of it. Wakeboarding and shit. I hope you hit a tree trunk at the bottom of the fucking river, dude.
Fucking old spare tire down
Yeah,
there.
right, dude.
Did you go out this weekend?
I didn't. Rosa actually went out on the boat a little bit, and she was just telling me stories. I'm like, dude, it's a bunch of goofballs. Like, the river also has a white trash section. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely a fucking goofballs out there. No, Salt Life. Like, no, dude, this is the Allegheny.
How was your draft on Sunday?
You know what? I had a great time at our draft, and then I went to my boys' draft
That's
in
what I mean.
Wilkinsburg, and it's a great time. I don't see these guys that often, so you know what I mean. It's a good time, and
Were you drinking Henny?
no, you know what, dudes, they know I was coming, so they had a bottle of Crown Royal for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
They call it Sciulli juice.
Dude, the funniest shit is like, and like the reason I brought that up because I knew when Shuley went and seen his old friends, and like when Shuley hangs around like a black dude's, he like starts hammering Henny. And his voice changes, and so does his accent. So like we did like a little open mic down at yesterday's in Greenfield, and we're like hanging out, and Shuley's like going over his jokes at the table, and he's like taking it all serious, and he's like ready to go, and like these dudes come up from Hazelwood, and they're cool as fuck, and we're hanging out, and they're getting ready to leave, and I'm like, dude, would you mind hanging out for a minute? Like we're doing comedy, and like it would help us if we had an audience if you have nothing to do. Dude was like, absolutely. So Shuley goes over like, yo, let me get 4 shots of Henny. So Shuley all of a sudden starts walking like with this old man pimp walk, like one leg. Like
George Jefferson.
I only got 9 toes.
Shuley got 9 toes. Goes over, splows these dudes up like, yo, get some Henny from my boys. And Shuley grabs the microphone and goes to start telling his joke. Like, yo, let me tell you something. Up in my neighborhood.
I was like, at the end of my set, I was like, hey, God bless and good night.
But I was like, dude, Shuley was like this. He was just fucking ripping and running.
Cause I'm a chameleon.
I love that about you, dude. Yeah, but that was
We do have that on video also.
yeah, I do have that on video. I'm gonna post it, dude. That was fucking.
That's great.
That was one of the funniest fucking nights ever.
That's great.
Dino, dude, what do you got for a gear grinder, brother?
Oh man, I didn't have one until I got here though.
Nice.
I watched Z-Bird walk in with 2 Capri Suns. He asked me if I want one. I say yes. And before I get it off him, he has the straw stuck into the second one. He's sucking on it.
He stabbed both of them.
But he still has some of the first one left. So he basically opened the second one so I couldn't get it. So, I mean, our gracious host, I mean, he offered me a drink. And it's a high C, like and it's pretty good. It was good. But it's not a Capri Sun.
Dude, I was like,
That was my gear grinder.
dude, it's almost like smoking squares. Like I just pop them Capri Suns automatically. Like I fire them up.
But there was still some left.
Dino, you know,
In the
Z-Bird
first
got to
one.
get his quota in.
I
Cause
know,
he might
17
not feel right.
days.
Dino, he did that to me 2 weeks ago. I think it was my gear grinder. We were working. It was like 90 degrees. He was like, Rosaldo, I got these frozen Capri Suns. Do you want
Capri's-
one?
Of course.
I'm like, dude, I really do want one.
Absolutely.
He looked at his lunchbox. He's like, I only got one left. He's like, I'm sorry, dude. I can't give it to you. I'm like, all right.
Like, what a piece
I guess I'll drink this warm water.
Yeah. I'm sipping on some water. I had a high C. I'm good. You know what I mean? But
That would have been
Capri
better.
Suns
It grinded you up a little bit.
yeah, hell
It
yeah.
did grind 'em up. But hey, at least it gave you a gear grinder. It worked out for everybody. Dude, so after I drank that Capri Sun, but it was fucking fire, dude. He ain't.
So bomb.
But,
Is that like a limited edition one?
Yeah, they're the 100% juice fruit punch one. I like switch it up. Some, yeah, they're on fleek. And little dude skateboarding on it, living salt life down the river. We had so like my gear grinder is like everyone says eat healthy, be healthy, like you know what I mean. Why do like groceries that aren't bad for you cost so much fucking more money? Like the shit, like organic and like everything like that is so much more money. Like if you go to Whole Foods and like try to spend like get what you would get at Costco, you would seriously spend $800. In Costco, you'd spend $300. It's ridiculous. Like Young Jeezy said, chickens go for $30. Like that's what rotisserie chickens.
If it's organic.
Yeah, if that's what organic rotisserie chickens are going for over there. They're going for $30, dude. You're a big time healthy eater, dude. Like you know this.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, what's up with
I like
that?
put organic on it. It's like, you know, it makes it healthier and it's more
It
expensive.
costs way more money.
Yeah, I haven't like I've obviously eaten stuff that said organic before, but when I'm going to buy stuff, I'm still, I'm
From
still
Greenfield.
I'm still cheap at heart, guys. I'm still trying to get it for the cheapest. So
My
give
whole
it to me for the low. So
So-
till you prove, I don't know.
I agree.
If it's between organic bananas and regular bananas, and the organics are obviously more expensive, I'm
Right.
grabbing the
Spinach
regular.
is spinach.
I'm grabbing the
You know what I
regular
mean? Like
ones.
spinach is spinach. Cuz.
Yeah.
My
I like
big
a good dulled banana. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, they taste just fine to me.
But like I've said, why should I pay more? Because it says organic.
That's what you're paying for.
That's what I asked
I
for.
get it. That's what but I'm not. I don't do it.
But I came up with this theory because it's total bullshit. Because I'm like, what's the difference between organic and non-organic? Like produce. Like we don't spray the organic ones for chemicals. I'm like, so it's actually cheaper to have organic
To not spray them.
because you're not using any chemical on them. It has to be saving you some money. They're like, well, technically, I mean,
Most technically.
I'm like, technically,
Technically.
I'm like, what the fuck? How come it's more money? It's because like obviously they're out to they want us eating poison. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
racket right there. Dude.
Poison's cheaper. Poison food's cheaper than non-poison.
Yeah,
I mean it's how it is.
Right.
It's-
If it was like a close like price, and you're like, all right, that's only like 20 cents more. I'll go for that.
Yeah,
but it's like $3 more for this. Like,
Right.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna die someday anyway.
You know what?
You want this organic butter? No, I'll just take the regular, please.
You know what Rosie does? It burns my ass, dude. She buys those fucking cage-free fucking eggs, dude. Like, okay, it's like 99 cents for a dozen. This broad wants to spend like $3 on a dozen. I'm like, I will break every egg in this fridge until you come with
Do they
some
not
giant
realize
egg
that we grew up on Connoisseur's pizza bagels?
Yeah, like, dude, an egg? Like, shit, dude. I had egg beaters.
Julie's dad just poured water in a bowl. Like, eat that up,
Those
boy.
are eggs.
Eat that up, boy.
Yeah, he's like, those are eggs. Now shut the fuck up.
Put some salt and pepper on it and punched you in the face. Told you to get to school, 4th grade, starting early.
He said, "Get out early. We got to finish this concrete."
Yeah, right.
I'm picking you
You
up
ain't
at
going to
lunch.
third period.
You ain't doing recess, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Coming for that hour and putting some concrete up.
So, everybody remember the Gear Grinders Day was brought to you by Manscaped. Right now, we're doing a promotion with Manscaped. It's right now it's started, but our official commercial is next week. So, if you want to check out the Manscaped website and buy anything, use code GFP, and you'll receive 20% off and free shipping automatically. We're gonna have a whole review on that and a whole commercial next week. But that right now, if you want to check it out and you do want to buy something, use code GFP. Sometimes, like, we'll put up shit on the internet. Sometimes people message me shit, and they'll be like, one dude that I was in, like, a 3-quarter hospital a long time ago, he asked me, he was like, dude, you should, like, talk about internet dating on your show. And I'm like, why? He's like, because, like, these dudes don't know how to internet date like it used to be. And I'm like, all right, I mean, I'll school them. I used to be, like, the master internet dater. Now, like, that didn't mean I would get the best dates, but I would get a ton of them. You know what I mean? They were like a lot of them, they were bigger chicks. You know what I mean? So, like, but your so, like, right now, if you're out there and you're like, dude, I'm thinking about dating someone on the internet, remember this. The picture you're looking at isn't the girl you're going to meet at the movie theater. And when you get off the Pat bus from the 3-quarter hospital, you're all excited thinking you're going to meet this dime piece. She's going to be a straight 2. You know what I mean? Like a rehab 2, which is actually like a -4. So,
Rehab 2 struggling.
yeah. So, like, what I would do is I would be on, like, different websites, like Plenty of Fish and Tinder.
Killed it on Plenty of Fish.
I was the Plenty of Fish master.
You
dude.
were fishing
Quite the fisherman.
He was out the window fishing. Like,
because his
before.
dad didn't have service, because I had to get it out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's literally fishing out the window. He was literally had his phone out the window because his cricket couldn't get service in the one room, so he had to, like.
And then the one
He
chick,
killed it though.
Yeah, I did. And the one chick was like decent, but she was like 5'10", and we were like holding hands. And one day, I felt like I was with my mom. You know what I mean? Like I had this big ass tall chick like holding my hand. Like, you ready to get this ice cream? You know what I mean? Like what the
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah. But they like, so here's what you do. Like it's all about, it's a numbers game. So you got to copy and paste one message, and I'm going to break it down for you right now. You're not going to even look at their pictures because it doesn't matter. That's not who you're going to meet anyway. You're going to tell them you really like their pictures. You think you have a lot in common after reading their profile, and if they're interested in getting to know you, message me back. So you copy and paste that message to 150 chicks. If you get 2 chicks hit you back, you know what I mean? And you're living in a 3-quarter house and you're getting no coups.
That's a lot of action.
That's a lot of action. And now you got something to do during the day after you get out of your outpatient therapy. Yeah.
Before you gotta go.
Yeah, you got to go to your meeting at night. You got a little bit of outpatient therapy a day. You can message
Be home by
you-
10:30.
Right, be home by 10:30, dude. Make sure you do clean the kitchen. That's your chore this week.
Sounds like you've been to these places before.
Maybe once or, like I said, I've been to rehab 13 times. I've been to 463 quarter houses. They frown upon doing drugs and getting prostitutes, and some of them, that's why I didn't make it. Yeah. Except
We had
over.
a good one.
Oh, dude, we had a great one over down in, where was that?
Baden.
Baden.
Yeah.
And then I
Beaver
told,
County.
yeah,
That was sweet.
I got Dino right in there, and he's been clean ever since.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best. We had a good time up there. A lot of like goons. One of the funniest things that happened up there is this big goofy dude, Tommy Fontana. He actually listens to a podcast.
Tommy.
He's like a he's about a 60-year-old dude. May or may not be smoking crack right now. You know what I mean?
hope not.
I hope you're not smoking crack, Tommy. If you are, put down the pipe and pick up the Bible. You know what I mean? But Tommy used to, like, this is when Facebook, like, it was like starting to really blow up. So it was. So this was right around when all this shit happened with Penn State. So like he left his Facebook wide open because we used to all use the same computer.
We had to.
We had to use the same computer going it. So I went on his Facebook page and I wrote "Free Sandusky," talking about Richard Sandusky. So he comes home 2 hours later and people were like, "You fucking piece of shit! I hope you die."
Like hate message.
Like hate, like I'm gonna kill you, you fucking diaper sniper. You know? Dude, he came home and he's like, dude, what's going on my Facebook? There's these people telling me you're gonna come kill me. You know what I mean? What's going on?
Sounds
Like,
exactly like him.
and I'm
by the way.
like, Tommy, what'd you do? He goes, someone broke into my page and they wrote "Free Sandusky." Everyone in town thinks I'm a pedophile. Dude,
he sounds exactly like him too. Z-Bird did that impersonation perfect.
dude,
Killed it.
yeah. And like, dude, those are the kind of pranks you play on each other. It's like, oh,
That's the highlight of the day.
let me ruin this dude's life real
That's the
quick.
highlight of the day in between games of spades.
Yeah, you'll play spades all day. You're like, oh my God, Tommy left his thing open. Okay, cool. Does anybody want to go lift weights in the gym or in
We
the
did
basement?
go to the gym every day.
Yeah. I ended up getting a job as a security guard. That sucked. That was like the worst job I ever had in my life. I just
You
sit in
said you liked it.
I did like it until like you
It's
know.
better being in a three-quarter house, motherfucker.
No,
It wasn't. No, our 3/4 hours was
the
fun.
3/4 was fun. It was there when we were
Yeah.
like gambling, having a good time. And then I lost all my money. Then I
We were
lost.
doing drugs, gambling. It was great.
Everything but drugs.
Yeah, but I started gambling and I lost all my money. And I'm like, fuck, I got to go back to work. Like I was only gambling for 3 days, so I mean I didn't have a ton of money. I'm like, dude, I lost $1,200 in 3 days. I got to go get a job. And I fucking got a shitty security guard job. That's probably why I ended up getting high again. But all right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe and Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe and Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're getting ready to wrap it up with your last segment, What Would Greenfield Do? Whoop, whoop. Sound effects I throw in there. All right, boys, I got a good one to start it off. All right. Now, guys, would you rather have to watch either softcore porn or only minor league sports for the rest of your life? Rosado.
That's a tough one, man.
Softcore porn.
You'd rather watch softcore porn?
I don't know. You put me on a spot.
No,
first,
go
yeah?
ahead. Just tell it. I mean,
No, yeah, softcore porn. Yeah, I don't want to watch minor league sports. I grew up on softcore porn, so I can go back.
You know what,
I can revert back if I need to.
I agree with you, but like that's like minor league porn.
yeah.
Like, it's not full porn.
What's
It's like
more important, sports or porn? That's what we're asking. Would you rather
I
have
would-
minor league porn or would you rather have minor league sports?
Minor league porn.
minor league porn,
it's-
100%.
Okay,
100%.
I get what you guys are saying. It sounds terrific on air, but let's be honest. We are so we've seen so much filth on these phones in the past 5 years. There's no turning back. And like, if you go to look on there and you go to click on X videos and you want to see that girl who gets caught shoplifting, can you imagine if he just lets her go? You know what I mean? Like, if he just was like, or if he was like, you know what? Or he goes, he like gives her like a little boob pinch. Like, we're conditioned that like we've seen some insanity.
Or all you hear is like soft jazz, and then like her like yelling, and there's no fucking nothing.
The sheets going up and down.
I mean,
Yeah,
Nothing.
let's all be honest. We've all gone down those rabbit holes of porn, like when we're like in a weird mood and like we're like looking for that perfect video, and like you just end up somewhere you don't want to be. You're like, how the fuck did I get here?
After you bust your nut, you're like,
Why is my
you look at
phone
yourself
about to die?
You look at yourself in the mirror like, what is wrong with me?
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Why is my phone on fire right now?
I got 10 viruses.
God's watching.
Yeah.
Put down the porn, pick up a Bible.
So Z-Bird, so you would go for minor league sports? You just
With the
become
way
like
things
a
are
Washington Wild Things fan?
Absolutely. Go Wild Things.
Hershey.
He said
Hershey
go wild
Penguins?
things.
Yeah, I mean, what's the Penguins team? They got a couple.
There's one in Hershey.
Wilkes-Barre,
Wilkes-Barre,
Scranton.
Scranton.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
Baby penguins,
I'll be honest, like
as Barnes would say.
because of like the thing like with COVID and everything, like dude, I'm like I mean, dude, look at our fantasy draft. I'm totally out of touch with sports, and like to be honest, it's like
Good point.
it's like during COVID, I didn't stop watching porn, but I stopped watching.
If you're
sports.
talking
actually
sports
watched more
2020, it's sports 2020. Then I'm going for minor league sports. Then I'm going getting my.
I'd rather
Right.
slam my dick
Like,
in
we-
the door.
we
If
than
it
don't
watch
was like
2020
before, if it
sport.
was a year like 2019,
Or like a year Pens won a Stanley Cup or something like that, you'd be like, oh, but like, dude, we're 2020. The Pirates won 2 games, all year. The fucking Penguins are already done. No, don't get me wrong, the Steelers still got hope, but like right now, 2 of our 3 teams are already fucking done.
Yeah, but that season doesn't.
The
it's not
NFL
even
is the
written
only
in
hope
stone,
left for
you know what I mean?
2020.
That might not
Yeah,
even
that's
fucking
it.
happen, dude. Who knows?
That's it.
They already said they ain't having no games at fucking Heinz or no fans at Heinz.
But they knew. I mean,
First
people,
weekend.
If
people
you can at
knew
least watch
that.
it, people watch football on TV. If that's did you say it got pushed back already?
It got pushed back. Football's starting in 12 days. I looked at the thing. It's starting next Thursday.
Yeah, ain't the Steelers play? Or something?
I think
Steelers
it-
play like a primetime
No,
game.
they
that
play a
week.
Monday night game against
A
the Giants, I
primetime game.
believe.
Yeah, it's a primetime game, not the first game.
But next Thursday, I know that's like when NFL season gets kicked off. So I
Word.
mean, I'm pretty pumped for that. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because like you do the fantasy football draft. Football like is definitely a big part of my life when the season's going on. But it's like I don't know. It hasn't been the same this year. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go porn, dude. I don't want to.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I'll take the minor league porn.
Surely wants minor league porn.
I mean, is that the Playboys and penthouses? I mean,
No, you get Playboy, but
But
you
not the
definitely don't
penthouse.
get no penthouse.
No.
Oh,
man,
penthouses too. Yeah,
Too racy.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah. Because there's some pictures in there.
There
like,
is.
some weird shit going on.
Stuff going on. Yeah, for sure.
So where you lie at with this one, Denordo?
I'd give up. I like sports. I need sports.
I know you
honestly.
do.
Yeah, I need sports.
But you still get them with minor leaguers, though.
No. I need major league.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be my pick
I got
for
you.
sure.
What, minor league porn?
Yeah, I'd rather just have minor league porn for the rest of my life.
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
so you 3 decide to lie and say you all want to
I'm
see
not
sports?
lying.
No, I'm just. It's
I
part,
know.
of the, it's part of the show. So we go back and forth a little bit here. All right, this one's not going to be as tough as the. Okay, would you rather miss the final season of your favorite TV show, and you never get to know how it ends? Like you'll never learn how it ended. To get your favorite sports team into the championship. So, like, I don't know. Who's your favorite sports team, Rosado?
I mean, anything. If the Pirates were a World Series, I'd miss it because I've seen the Steelers win. I've seen the Penguins win. If it was like the Buccos, I'd have to go Buccos over like whatever Entourage or Sopranos.
I was just gonna say now that it's easy that you say that, but let's think back to early 2000s, and you're there and you're eating your pasta. You know what I mean? Might have a little glass of wine, and all of a sudden the TV goes off and goes, "Oh, remember, John, the Pirates won the World Series 2 years ago. You can't find out how
None
this
for
ends."
you.
You know what? But though some of the finales of the series, it's like, you know what? I fucking like
Summer
Sopranos,
Dodge.
for example. Like I would have rather the Buccos won the World Series than to fucking fade to black and not have an ending.
But
You know what I mean?
hindsight's 2020.
Right, yeah,
But if
you're right, you're
but
right.
You have 7 years invested in that show, and now it's like
Yeah.
coming up to the season finale, and they're like, "Surely we can't talk. You're never
Dude,
gonna find."
I got 38 years invested in
Yeah, I
the
was just
fucking
saying-
Pirates.
That was exciting when the Pirates made that.
Dude, when they were in the playoffs
again,
and Cueto
man.
dropped
Oh,
the
we
ball.
were there.
Yeah.
We were there. It was the best.
That was
fucking
rocking.
There,
sports
yeah.
time
That
of
was
my
great.
life.
That's-
I would sell that. I would. Do that.
I would give all that up
What's
for
his name?
Sopranos.
Cueto.
Cueto dropped the
We were
ball,
screaming at the
and then
whole
Martin
game.
hit that home run.
Dude,
Yeah,
that game was cracking.
I had a
I
boner.
would do that. I would give up the last season for that
And,
again.
and like when
Absolutely. I did have a
when
boner.
Rosado said that, like he hit the nail on the head because like none of us have seen a Pirates World Series. You know what I mean? We've been close in our younger years, and then like when they made the playoffs in that Cueto game, I mean that was just fucking like, dude, the city was on fire, dude. That game was like it was just amazing. It's like they just played it not that long ago.
they've been playing like replay
Yeah,
games.
yeah, during
yeah.
the quarantine.
Yeah, they replayed that game. I remember like everyone watched it. They were talking about it on DV and everything like that. It was awesome, dude.
Dude, and honestly, I'm spoiled by the Penguins and the Steelers.
Dude,
like,
remember 2009? The Penguins and the Steelers both won a championship. Like,
Yeah.
dude, everybody's dick was hanging low that year. You know what I mean? Everybody felt
Right.
great. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
especially the
fuck you.
Penguins and the Steelers. They were fucking everything.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude,
I've seen
I
it.
heard they had a cruise on the fucking Allegheny Clippers.
on the Mon.
On there. Salt life.
Oh, dude. Dude, well, we want to thank Dino for coming by today. Dino, thank you so much
My
for
man,
joining
thank
Oh
us.
you
yeah,
for
I had a ball.
being here, buddy.
This was fun.
Everybody, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for like all the support, all the voting, buying the merchandise, everything like that. It's helped this show continue to grow, and we keep doing it, and we're going to keep doing it, but we couldn't do it without your support, so thank you so much for everything. We hope everyone has a great week. If anyone wants to send any messages to Jack, send them to the Facebook, and we'll make sure Jack gets them.
We love you, Jack.
Yeah,
You're well,
we
buddy.
We do.
We love you, Jack.
Speedy recovery.
With prayers and thoughts for Jack for a speedy recovery, but he's working his way back to the podcast. Everybody have a good week, and remember, Greenfield loves you.